Today we're talking about the Pareto principle and retail forex trading. Stay tuned, traders. We'll be right back. G'day traders, Stacy Burke from Stacy Burke Trading. A little bit of an overcast, sort of gloomy morning. The sun's sort of coming out. We're supposed to get another storm later. Midweek, lots of moves yesterday with the RBA rate announcement for the Aussie dollar. Euro had some decent moves. Today, talking about the Pareto principle. I corresponded with somebody yesterday about the playbook. We talked a lot about in some of our other videos and in the 7-step daily routine for high performance traders. We talk one of the key principles. If you haven't done so, go to my homepage, download that audio file, build your own daily routine, daily blueprint. I'm going to talk about a couple things today with that. But first of all, we'll talk about the Pareto principle, which is that Italian economist back in the 1800s or 1700s or something, I don't know. He established that 80% of the wealth was controlled by 20% of the population, and that became the 80-20 rule. And what I'm going to talk about today is that 80% of your trading success results probably comes from 20% of your trades or 20% of your trade setups. The importance of building your playbook. And I talk about focusing on your best 8 trade setups, especially as a retail forex trader, is to get yourself out of the headspace of trying to trade every day or trying to trade every move in the market, and really honing in on and focusing on some very key concepts, some specific setups, and mastering those setups, getting really, really good at them, and then getting bigger at them. You know, my trading setups are all built around market opens. You know, Asia close, London open, New York open. That's just what I've resonated with. That's what I've found to be my edge in the market. You know, I use hourly charts. I go to the 5-minute charts to time my entries. But there's very specific types of setups, and the types of setups that I look for with that is not trying to trade every single move that the market has. There's days where I just look and I go, it doesn't look right, and then, you know, later on I'll look the next day and it was a good setup, but it wasn't my textbook perfect setup. And part of that is I'm trying to eliminate taking too many trades, and I'm also trying to focus in on the high probability or high possibility setups where I see the market has done certain things that to me demonstrates a coil or about to make an explosive move, and that explosive move should be, you know, a 5, 10, maybe even 20-to-1 move based on where I get in on the 5-minute chart. That's what I like to do. That's what I'm really focused on mastering. And you know, it's easy to take losses when those are your trade setups. It's really important that I recognize that was where 80% of my success was happening. I didn't recognize that until I deconstructed the entire process backwards and realized that, you know, I needed to look for certain types of things that the market was displaying and setting up in terms of price action for me to be able to enter into the market. So whatever you're doing, focus on, you know, go back, look at your trade setups, the ones that have been great moves, the ones that have given you your best success. Like I talked about taking lesser quality trades earlier in the week and beating myself up a bit, and then at the end of the week taking a great trade that, you know, erased my losses and gave me a little bit of a gain. But at the same time, if I'd just been simply focusing on simple setups, you know, I would have had a couple, 3 trades in that week that were my textbook perfect setups. And that's where, when you're working at that every single day, going and reviewing the different currency pairs, you know, again, picking out the best trade setup of the day, whether you took it or not. What did you learn from that? How could you have maybe picked that up better on the day? The one trade that you may have taken, how did you know, what did you do well? What could you have done different? If there was a mistake there, how can you eliminate or minimize mistakes for the next day or the next week or whatever your trading time frame is? So that's a really important component is, you know, 80-20. You know, again, even my biggest trade setups, most of your gains, Peter Brandt talks about this, you know, 2 or 3 of his major trades for the year gave him 80% of his profits. So I think it's a really powerful thing every single day. When you're taking that 10 or 15 minutes to do that, you're going to pick up a little nugget, a little golden nugget. You know, add it to your playbook. Your daily psychology, 1 sentence a day, just typing it in. You know, I use Google Docs because I can just open it up anywhere there's always one little thing that I might pick up on, whether it's, again, my preparation, my analysis, what didn't I see, maybe something that was on the calendar that should have keyed me into a certain pair, or we're looking at certain cross rate pairs with something that was on the calendar, whatever that is. And again, just, forcing the boundaries to be slightly uncomfortable and getting better every single day. That's when you're going to start to see these little subtle incremental gains in your trading that are going to pay big dividends. So hopefully you got some value from today's video, traders. Pareto principle, 80-20. 80% of your success and results are going to probably come from 20% of your trade setups. So focus on narrowing down to your best trade playbook setups. Build your playbook. Accelerate your learning. Test your strategies out. What can you do better? If you're making mistakes over and over again, how can you eliminate those? Work on your mindset daily. Focus on asymmetrical risk reward. Get great at losing, and may the markets go with you. Have a great trading week. Hi traders, it's Stacy Burke from Stacy Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at stacyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.